Bill Gates to give bigger share of his wealth to Africa amid plans to donate 99% of his riches. Welcome back to our channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Safe Haven, the channel where you get all your trending bulletins. Bill Gates has pledged to donate 99% of his estimated $175 billion, about 22.61 trillion fortune, with Africa set to receive the largest share over the next 20 years. Gates says the funds will focus on improving healthcare, education and economic development across the continent. Gates' commitment comes as foreign aid cuts threaten healthcare system in Africa, with Kenya already experiencing setbacks in HIV response due to halted USAID funding. Microsoft co-founder and philanthropist Bill Gates has announced that the bulk of his fortune will be directed towards improving healthcare, education and economic development in Africa over the next 2 decades. This is part of a broader pledge that he made to give away 99% of his wealth, which is estimated to be around $175 billion, about 22.61 trillion Kenyan shillings, as of early June 2020, according to the Billionaires Index. He was speaking at the Africa Union headquarters in Addis Ababa. Gates, 69 years, confirmed that Africa will be the biggest beneficiary. I recently made a commitment that my wealth will be given away over the next 20 years. The majority of that funding will be spent on helping you address challenges here in Africa, he said, as reported by BBC. The Gates Foundation has intensified efforts to combat preventable diseases, reduce child mortality, and strengthen local innovation system, especially in healthcare. By unleashing human potential through the health and education, every country in Africa should be put on a path of prosperity, said. Addressing a crowd of African leaders, health experts and young entrepreneurs, he also challenged Africa youth to lead the next frontier of innovation by using artificial to improve the health system. Much like mobile money transformed banking across the continent, Africa largely skipped the traditional banking, and now you have a chance to leap ahead with AI in healthcare, he said. Gates singled out Rwanda for praise for using AI-powered ultrasound to identify high-risk pregnancies, calling it a glimpse into the future of medicine on the continent. Bill Gates to give away his wealth. The announcement about the Africa comes amid Gates' campaign, which he revealed last month and laid out a plan to wind down the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation by 2045 and disperse nearly all of its endowment. People will say a lot of things about me when I die, but I am determined that he died rich will not be one of them, Gates wrote. The foundation, which has been dispersed over $100 billion, about 12.92 trillion Kenyan shillings in global health and development project, is expected to double that figure in its final 2 decades of operations, with much of its targeting the African continent. Gates highlighted 3 priorities for his foundation: remaining lifespan, ending preventable death of mothers and children, eradicated. Gates' renewed focus on Africa coincided with global reduction in foreign aid, particularly from the United States, which is expected to have dire impact in the public health sector. In Kenya, the freeze on USAID funding in January 2025 has developed HIV response efforts, particularly in counties like Uasin Gishu. The suspension halted HIV testing, ARV supplies, and digital health system, leading to increased HIV infection risk and a spike in unplanned pregnancies, especially among the youth, due to shortage of condom and emergency contraceptives. Health officials warn that Kenyan progress towards achieving the global 95 to 95 HIV targets is now at risk. Despite temporary measures and outreach effort, local health systems remain ill-prepared to fill the gap left by the donor exit, threatening years of public health gain.